we saw back in the Forbidden Zone.
Huh? What's that? It's one of those!
A red woman in disguise. Or is this their true form?
So it was a trap?
It doesn't look like it can move. Tell me, are you the one who brought us here?
That is correct. It is unusual for me to have unexpected guests these days.
It can talk!
What are you?
Hevrect 35.
Hevrect 35. Is that your name?
Correct.
What is this place? No, wait, before that, just what exactly are you? Are you—
Before I answer, I have a question for you.
We did not come to this place by choice. Our ship was brought here against our will, by a group of red—
In that case, we can assume my brethren who serve the Great Spirit have deemed you all to be a threat most—
What do you mean, serve? Are you saying there really is someone more powerful than the Red Women? Pulling—
What did you do to us?
I examined your bodies. You have not been harmed. Identifiers detected. The Sovereign and Maiden are among you. However, you aren't under its control. I see why they viewed you as a danger now.
Oh, goody. More—
Do you think we can trust them?
Like it or not, it may be our best chance at a ticket out of here.
I shall now answer your questions. We are Helganquil. The Red Women you encountered previously are a form of disguise we employ from time to time, but not our true form.
Helganquil?
You are on Date Phasol, a celestial base which drifted here by accident. The will of Rena's Great Spirit no longer reaches us here. Since my sudden separation from the Great Spirit's influence, I have used any and all means to extend my life. As I have done so, I have also set out to monitor and research Rena and Dana from this—
A question. What is this great spirit of which you speak? Is it something that
Correct. The Great Astral Spirit is a large mass of astral energy that fills all of Rena, one with its own will, a voice we cannot—
A voice?
The voice of the Great Spirit speaks to our hearts directly, and we have served it without question.
Does that mean it was controlling your minds? Wait a second. Could this Great Spirit be the
true ruler of Rena? It could be the same thing that's controlling Vol—
Wait, back up. You're telling us this Great Spirit of yours is the one that ordered you things to harvest the astral energy from Dana? I'm not sure I believe—
Why not? We've already made contact with the will of Dana back in the Wedge, and in the Forbidden Zone on Lenegus. If Dana—
Maybe not, but think about what you're saying. If Dana has a will like Rena, then that would mean that we've been controlled by the voice of Dana this whole time.
Dana's will hasn't been forcing us to do any—
Yeah, but—
Let's assume that what Hevrect 35 claims is true, and that we are indeed cut off from— Even if we had previously been under the control of Dana's will, we would have noticed now that we are disconnected.
Your fear is not based in logic. The voice of Dana is much smaller and quieter compared to that of Rena's Great Spirit. Rena's astral energy is amassed at its center, whereas Dana's is shared among all its constituents. So thinly is that energy spread that it cannot coalesce and formulate a will. Our findings here indicate as much.
Which explains why we felt its will where we did. The Wedge and Lenegus are where so much of that energy had been accumulated.
The Great Spirit's desire is to consume all astral energy. And the pursuit of that desire is why you see— As a result, it has turned its attention toward Dana.
Is that why the crown contest is necessary? So that the Great Spirit—
Indeed. And it was to that end that we Helganquil devised. Had the initial spirit channeling from 300 years ago succeeded, all of Dana's astral energy would have been seized.
But the ceremony failed. Lenegis was severely damaged, and you lost both the Sovereign and the Ren.
Correct. A change in plan was required to ensure the spirit channeling's success. However, recreating the Renis Alma required a That is why we turned to...
So that was the real purpose behind the crown contest. An efficient means to harvest the nest.
This is all happening because...
Nevertheless, you still haven't answered one of Alphen's original questions. Just why have you...
First, it was to confirm the identities of you, my unexpected visitors. Second,
A request? But
I wish for you all to slay the Great Spirit.
I'm sorry, did you just ask us to kill?
I did. It is in your best interest that you do so.
What makes you say that?
Lenegis has entered the final stage of the spirit channeling. As we speak, Dana's energy is being harvested en masse and transmitted. If nothing is done about the Great Spirit, it will not be long before all...
you're saying the destruction we saw earlier is just the beginning?
We won't let that happen.
Why do you want us to kill the Great Spirit so badly? Is it to save our world? To free you, Helganquil, from under...
No. My primary concern is validating our findings and analysis. As such, it is my desire to see how your actions impact and change these systems.
Vengeance?
In spite of our long service to the Great Spirit, our species...
You mean...
At this stage, it would be wise for you to talk with the other. Ask them what you need to know. Once you have your answer, return to me.
Others? Just how many of you are?
I am the only Helganquil who inhabits Dake Faisal.
Hey!
It's no use. I think it's done talking to us. Let's take a look around.
You can't seriously be buying anything that creature told.
To be honest,
At the very... That being...
The spirit of Ren...
But why?
It doesn't matter.
Right.
There is one... How the...
Now that you...
Maybe... Let's... Who are they?
What is...
Oh, my apologies. It's just been...
Are you a Renan?
The Overseer told us to answer any questions you might have. Whatever you want to know, we'll tell you as much as... But be quick. Our subjects are undergoing a dramatic shift that we don't want to miss.
What a weird guy.
He must have meant Hevrecht 35 when he mentioned...
And what was that about subjects? You don't think he meant...
There isn't anyone else we can talk to. Out here.
Have you guys lived up here in Daeg Fazel with Hevrecht 35 for...
Yes. I couldn't tell you off the top of my head just how we regularly go into stasis, so our sense of time has gotten...
Why are you all even here in the...
Originally, this station was where we worked to perform maintenance on Lenegis from the outside.
We heard that the facility ended up in its current location due...
Oh, it was terrible. Apparently there was some kind of accident, and when help never arrived, they presumed the entire...
And you've been working for Hevrecht 35 ever...
Well, at first we thought that there was nobody else inside the facility, but then it turned out the Overseer was there all...
What do you mean?
The Helganquil have the technology to cloak themselves. As long as they don't do anything obvious, a Renan won't see one, even if it's right in front of...
Which would explain why Shion and I failed to notice the Red Women previously. Do they employ an astro...
I haven't been able to scientifically confirm it for myself. In addition, it's a pretty... I have to imagine that's how...
But aren't the Helganquil themselves controlled by the Great Spirit? If so,
The Great Spirit's mind control only works on Helganquil, so they had to employ...
You act like this didn't affect you personally.
I mean, sure.
Hevrecht 35 is clear.
Who can say? My guess...
Don't you want to go back home to Rena or Lenegis? Our ship is going to be fixed pretty soon. You could ride with us.
No way. If we went back after knowing the truth, they'd either just brainwash... After all this time, there's nothing to be gained from going back. We've all agreed it'd be best. Things are going just fine with you. Not that it'll be around much longer. That said...
thank you for answering.